Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're gonna get straight into it because we didn't get a vlog today, so I made sure to get a haircut in just so I could, have something to post today, get something going. Today's haircut that we're doing is a mid-taper with a design in the back. Right here, I'm just showing you the before. First thing we're gonna do is disinfect our tools. Of course, that's gonna be the number one priority, is to have clean tools. So Luca, my brother here, asked me not to touch the top at all and for a design in the back. So since we're not touching the top, we're gonna part it away from the side that we are cutting. And we're gonna do this on both sides of the head. Alright, we're going to set our first guideline in using our clippers closed all the way, no guard. And we're going to set it in a rainbow-like motion. It's going to have a slight curve to it. And you're going to make sure that you do this on both sides of the head. I like to do my fades one side at a time. So I'll do one side, and the same thing I do to one side, I'll do to the other. As you can see here, I switch to the other side. It helps me ensure that everything is even. After setting our first guideline in, we're going to remove it by fading it out into the skin. To do that, we get our soft trimmers and then we fade out the line from the closed to the skin. And then after that, we get our foil shavers. And what I like to do is I like to go downwards with it, as you can see here. Now we're going to grab our clippers again and we're going to open that lever all the way. In the same rainbow-like motion, we're going to set our second guideline in. We're going to go over it about 2 to 3 times just to ensure all the hairs are at that same level. You want to make sure that once you're reaching the top of that place where you want to stop, you're flicking out a little bit, just so it's easier to fade into your next guideline that you're going to set in. And then you see here, we are closing the lever halfway, and we're going to start getting rid of that little line that you see in between the bald line and the lever open. Here you see me detailing, finishing out that line before moving on to the other side. And I believe we speed up the other side also because it's the same steps that we did on the first side, just repeated on this other side. Now we're going to start doing our down fading process. Here you see me putting the 2 guard and lever open. We're just taking out any excess bulk, which there wasn't really any in his hair because of how short his hair already is down there. Then we get the 1.5, open it all the way. After we do that, we close the lever and we flick out using the same motion. You just want to make sure you're hearing the hair getting cut at least a little bit. You just want to hear light crunches, nothing heavy. Any louder or harsh crunches probably means you are cutting way too much hair. Just make sure you're just fading and flicking out just enough to the point where you hear a little bit of a crunch when you're cutting the hair. And with the 0 guard, you're going to have the lever halfway and you're going to fade out that top and bottom line. Close the lever all the way because it's not going to come out all the way with just the lever halfway. I do feel like I did really good on this haircut. If you guys think I could use any tips, because I am still a beginner barber, let me know in the comments below. I'm greatly appreciative of harsh criticism as well. I don't care. So anything to learn, anything to get better, just let me know in the comments below if you guys would have came differently about this haircut. I typically use this approach about 90% of the time when I'm cutting hair. I just found this one to be the most reliable when it comes to being consistent with the fade. Using the wall detailers, we're gonna now line up behind the ears, cheek cups, just one lining around the hairline. You just want to make sure you're cutting against the grain. If you cut with the grain, you literally won't cut any of the hair off. These detailers are super sharp though, and they help make the haircut pop. So I use the detailers a lot for linings and around the ears and all that stuff. Want a more in-depth tutorial on how to line up around the head? I feel like I can make a lot of more beginner-friendly in-depth tutorials on specific parts of haircuts. I think that's what a lot of barbers look for when they look for these tutorials, but we don't really get that side of the haircut or explanation. I didn't really do much in this tutorial to show y'all that, but I was really thinking about my storage, really, to be honest, so I'm sorry about that. But all the steps that we did on the sides of the head, we do on the back. So right now we're just fading out the design. Didn't do the design on camera. I don't know, I got a lot in the camera of the way, so I didn't really get anything on camera. But if you guys want a tutorial on that as well, or just to see how I go and approach the design, let me know in the comments below. I do apologize. I feel like I could have made this tutorial 10 times better if I went more in depth. Just let me know what you guys are looking for and specific details, like if there's a specific part of the haircut that you're trying to understand more. I'd like to do videos like that too, because I wish I had those videos when it came to starting my journey. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Let me know in the comments what other tutorials you guys want to see, what other types of videos. Once again, this isn't just a barber page, this is a lifestyle page. You get to see my whole entire life in film, in 4K. Well, maybe not in 4K, but you get to see me live life and go through this career as a barber. We just started this 30-day series and I'm already a little bit behind on the posting. I'm trying to get caught up for today, for it is 11 o'clock as I'm editing this, and I do apologize very deeply for that. Today I had a long day of tiredness where I just took a lot of naps. And I don't know if you guys get those kinds of days where you just literally sleep all day, but I have those days a lot. So I didn't really do much vlogging either today. I did mostly sleep, but I will find something to do right now. I probably will go get food and do a mukbang just for the video, because I literally have nothing to do, guys. It's just, yeah, like it's been hard out here. But I do really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It took a lot out of me just to get up and record today. For I've been recording all week, literally my entire life for the past 7 days for the first time ever. So it is kind of exhausting all at once, but I did want this life. I did want to do this, and I'm sure not all of you guys are just watching because you enjoy these videos. I'm sure half of you guys are watching this just to support me, and I really do appreciate you guys supporting me on my journey. It really is surreal how far I've come. I never really would have expected for me to be at this level or at this kind of experience when it comes to this kind of stuff. I never even believed I could be a barber. I just didn't think my hands would be still enough for this kind of stuff. But look at it now. Look at me now. I'm over here using the straight razor on my brother's neck, and he's not even hesitant of it. And he's not even like, oh, are you gonna mess up or nothing like that. No, because he trusts me, and that's amazing to me. Like, people have came that far from like, oh, I don't know, to, yeah, let me let you cut my hair, or when is my next haircut. I love when my brothers ask me for the haircuts. It's amazing. But yeah, anyways, enough of the motivational speaks. Back to the haircut. You see me using the straight razor again, and it does look a little rough at first, but once I brush all the hair out the way, it does seem to clear up a little bit. I use the pencil after a while, after doing the straight razor, because I didn't feel like you could see the design, so I wanted to make it really pop. So alright, y'all, here are the results right now. In 3, 2, 1. Yeesh. I think this haircut came out pretty clean, if you ask me. Let me know what I could have done to make this haircut 100%, 1,000 times better. If you guys have any tips for me as well. This is just my take on a mid-taper once again. Let me know in the comments what other videos you guys are trying to watch. Once again, my name is Brisa, aka Naturally Blonded Barber, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.